Hello guys, and it's 07:34 of the 1st of January 2021. And this is a drink review of the drink called Red Bull, the Blue Edition Blåbärs Smak, blueberry flavored Red Bull. And I don't think I've had this one. Because I know I've had the purple and the yellow one that is exotic. I don't think I've had the blue one. I think I've had the red. Anyways, I don't think I've had the blue. Yeah, smells a lot like blueberries, so. And I will say that I'm really surprised how well this camera, this, now I don't know which type of Logitech it is, how well it does in low light conditions. I only have my two monitors and this like 2.5 like LED whatever it's from IKEA right there, so yeah, it has a nice blueberry juice coloring. That is probably the best blueberry flavored drink I've had, actually. I'm surprised. Does it contain... No, it doesn't even contain actual blueberries, I don't think. Yeah, that actually is really good. Really tastes like blueberry. Like, blueberries tend to sometimes are pretty cheap here in Sweden, when it's in season and all that. And if you take those blueberries, you boil them a little, bring out all that juice and concentrate, and then you add some water and some artificial sweeteners. I would say this is even better than that. Better than, just making a homemade one. Yeah, I actually really like this one. So good job, Red Bull Company. And I'm also eating some breakfast I've eaten. It was 115 grams of kalkon falukorv, which is turkey falukorv. I don't know what falukorv is in English. But I think it's like a Swedish type of like sausage. 2 eggs, which I think might have been 1 egg too many. And a mixed salad. And the egg was just pretty simple. It was salt, pepper, and a little bit of paprika, smoked paprika, and cayenne pepper. Could have used a little bit more cayenne. I think I put in a little bit too little. I guess I did not want it to be spicy, but I wanted to have a little bit of a kick, which it doesn't have. Because I'm one of those people who do not like to eat spicy food in the morning. Like I like spicy food in the middle of the day to like later. I don't like it before I fall asleep or before I wake, or not before I wake up, after I've just woken up. So yeah, there isn't much. I mean, I'll be reading some comments, but I didn't weigh myself today. I should have weighed myself before I ate and all that. But whatever the scale shows, I'll just remove like 750. Jesus, getting hiccups. 750 grams because I'm eating just to remove, the weight that I get from eating and drinking. Well, this is 24 odds, which I think is around 750 milliliters. I think. I know this is not 1 liter of water. You can tell by just looking at it. Yeah, but drinking that and the Red Bull, I'll remove 750 grams from the scale. And that is the weight I'll put down as my starting weight for this year. I think I'll take the weight loss a little bit more serious than the previous year. The previous year, I didn't have that many problems with my metabolism as I had in 2019. And I think in 2019, I had a lot of problems, and I think I gained just as much weight as I did this year. Or not this year, 2020. So even though 2020 was an easier year with the metabolism, I still gained as much weight as a year where I had a lot of problems with it. So yeah, 2020, I did not do well. I did tröstäta. I did eat for comfort eating, I think is what tröstätning is. Yeah, someone messaged me and said that tröstäta is comfort eating. I did do a lot of that in 2020. But in 2021, me and my mom have decided we're not gonna, if we're gonna eat something, sweet and stuff like that, it'd only be on like special occasions, like maybe birthdays or whatever, holidays. But if we want to eat something like that in the other days of the year, then it either had to be fruit, berries, stuff like that, or we have to make it ourselves. I think putting that restriction on yourself, like if you want to eat like a cake or cupcakes or whatever, you have to make it yourself. I think that will decrease the amount you eat by a lot. Yeah, and also me and my mom did not do the lussekatter yesterday. We did not have the energy for it. We'll see, if we have the energy today, we'll do it. And I'll probably will be doing a cooking of that. Because I think I saw there was a comment. Let's do well, before we do comments, as you could probably tell, I shaved my head. Even though I think there's a little bit. Oh, that's not a good angle. Right here, there is a little bit, like a few hairs sticking out. And I have to remove them today because they're really annoying when you lay down and then just. It's so weird how so few hairs can annoy you so much. And it's not even, but yeah, I decided, 2021, I'll keep my hair short. I've had long hair for a long time now. Let's keep it short for a while. And I think I'm gonna do the same with my beard. I didn't do a very good job with the beard right now because I decided, fuck it. Like, I did not have the energy after doing, this right here and then asking my mom to do the back. I did not have the energy to really care about the beard situation. But I do think I'll be keeping it trimmed. So I'm gonna try and do it like every other week, maybe once a month. Just trim the beard and maybe the head as well. But yeah, so that is the hair situation. Because I know there's gonna be comments about it if I didn't bring it up, which I almost forgot to do. So let's do the comments. Oh, the very first comment. My lord, please more cooking videos. And that was on day 24 of the advent calendar. I have seen some of the comments because that's the pop-up on notifications. But I haven't really like looked super into them because I wanted, after 24 days, I'm happy that I managed to do the 24 days of advent calendar. But I do think that after those 24 days, I think it's good to just take a completely week off and not upload anything. So let's see. About more cooking videos. Yeah, more cooking videos will come out. Yes, they will come out. I tried to do, this was months ago, I tried to do a sweet potato tortilla cooking video. It didn't turn out very well. So I put it in I have it uploaded, but I haven't made it public for everyone. It's just 4 members. I would not recommend watching that video ever because I don't think I say anything in it. I think I probably had my thumb over the microphone or something. It's terrible. But that is something I'll try and do this year as well, because sweet potato tortillas are super easy to make, extremely easy. Anyone can do them. And me and my mom plan on doing lussekatter, which I think is saffron buns in English. Lussekatter doesn't translate to saffron buns. Lussekatter, if you were to translate it, would be I think it's just a name or something. Katter means cats. So lussecats. And I don't even know why they're called lussekatter. Maybe the original form of the lussekat was a bit more cat-like, but now it's more like an S. But more cooking videos will come out. Yasso said, this was on Noko Focus 4 Lead and Soda drink review. I wish you the best health, dude. May Allah help you. Thank you. The gods. If the gods really existed, then I would say fuck them. God, if you exist, go fuck yourself for doing this to me. But thanks for the comments. And the wishes, I should say. Thanks for the good wishes. 2021, the year of positivity. Because I do feel like I'm starting to give up a bit. Because I caught myself when I'm talking about my symptoms. I started to say, instead of saying when I get better, we talked about när jag blir bättre vill jag göra bla bla bla. When I get better, this is what I want to do. I've caught myself, instead of saying when, it started to become if. So, yeah. And I think it is like it probably is the more realistic option, but it does show like a loss of like positivity, or like, yeah, like starting to lose hope. Lazul, no. Of course this happens when I want to paint. Yeah. No, indeed. Stephen Mitchell. You, sir, are amazing. Thank you. That was on how to use a controller with Twitch or Amazon Prime Games. And YouTube gave me 3 options. You are very welcome. You are ? Wow, thanks. I'll just press you are very welcome. Period. YouTube forgot to put a period. Let's see. White women love black cock hashtag BLM. Ever considered getting a resin 3D printer to print your own figurines? And that was also on the of course this happens when I want to paint video. Yes, I have actually thought about getting a 3D resin printer, but oh god, the reason why I'm not going to get one is, well, not only because all the chemicals and having to do all that shit in my conditions, like it's not a risk I can take, but also I don't have any place to put it. Yeah, I'm not gonna put it in a room where I'm gonna be stealing a lot, so I'm not gonna put it here in a computer room because, well, I don't want to breathe whatever. Even if you have a well-ventilated area, you're going to get some of that residue and no. And I don't want to put it in my sleeping because, like, no. Even when you have one of these better, like, contained ones, when you open it to have to take out this resin thing to clean and all that, you're gonna, yeah, even if you have a mask, like, it's not a process I want to have to do every time I want to print something. If I lived by myself, then maybe I would have done that, because then I could have put it in a completely like different room. I could put it like in the living room, for an example. But yeah, that is what's keeping me from a resin 3D printer. I could get an FDM one, but to me it's like, I don't feel like 3D printers are at the point where it is super easy to do, because you still have to do, like, you have to fix the build plate, you have to do these things, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Is like, I don't have the energy for it. So I'm gonna wait a couple more years until they become completely like idiots. Like, even like a completely brain dead person will have no problems with a 3D printer. Then I might think about it. But until that point, no. Even though well, that wasn't the question. The question was if I ever considered, so yes. But no, I wouldn't get it. White women love black cock, hashtag BLM, also commented. Also, the power outages are here because some brown skinned person is stealing the power cables. And that was also on the of course this happens. I don't think so. At least not in my area. Because they're doing a fuck ton of construction at the moment, and I think that is what happens, because I don't think it's a coincidence that every time when they start doing a lot of this shit, like when they start doing a lot of like heavy work and all that, that is when it happens. So I don't think it's a coincidence. And I mean, they're doing like a super intense amount of construction where I'm living in at the moment, because where I'm living in, I guess, would you call this suburbs in America? It's like outside the city. Because I don't live in Stockholm proper. I live outside of Stockholm. Um, but anyways, the population where I live is like 8 to maybe 9,000 people, and by like 2025, they want to increase it from from like 8 to 9,000 to like I think like 15 to like 20 or something like that. Insane growth in like 5 years. So we'll see how this area goes. It could be good because if the value of the places around here goes up a lot, so then like this apartment where we're in, we're like me and my mom, we move a lot in the whole scheme of things. I think because I've lived in 4 different apartments in my life. And my mom, who knows how many, a lot, a lot. So if the property prices skyrocket over the few years, and if we find like another place to live, then well, we probably will move. Because we do not have any. Well, that's not the question. If a question about that stuff shows up, I'll talk more about it. Let's see. Chester Lawn Espinosa. God, I wish I have that collection. I hope you have the Figma version too. And that was an unboxing review. Ayase Aragaki 1/6 Pulkra figure. Guess you can see it there. It's this one, the big one, right there. Yes, I do have the Figma, and let's see, where is... Oh yeah, I don't think you can you see? Oh, there, the Figma, right there. Like some people said that she's T-posing. I wanted her to look like Jesus Christ on a cross was my intent, but I guess when people said T-posing, I searched it up, I'm like, yeah, that looks like T-posing. Even though T-posing seemed to be like a bit more lower down. Like video game presets on characters. But actually that could be a hobby update to do, like to make like a wooden cross for the IS Figma version. Maybe that is a hobby update, not hobby update, a hobby project I will do in 2021. A lot of hobby project 2021. Probably not going to do 99% of them. Chester Lon Espinosa also covered best waifu on my waifu question mark. Ore no Ayase Omoto Koto tribute. That is probably the best video on my channel. That tribute video to Ayase. Lazul. I agree with this list. I would put Yoka higher just because I have personal nostalgia with Banjo-Kazooie games, but you have patrician taste. And that was on top 10 games I played in 2020. Thank you for the comment on my taste in video games. I recorded this yesterday, I already forgot. What did I put in the top 10? Alright, yeah. I think I forgot to put like Whispers of a Machine, however. So I probably would have put that one between Tomb Raider and Enter the Gungeon. And then Blades of Time would have been removed from the list. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't have like nostalgia for 3D platformers. Fuck, I'm trying to think, do I have nostalgia for anything? I don't know. I think like for me, like the concept of nostalgia and rose tinted glasses, I think it's something that I worked really hard maybe to remove from myself like years and years ago, to the point where I don't see that stuff anymore. At least I don't think I do. There's probably somewhere deep inside me where it probably do influence how I feel about things, but I try to look at things like for themselves or in relation to whatever it is that they want to reference to. Looking for an original username. If you ever found the source of that for that wallpaper, okay, it's one of those comments on Ayase Arigaki, I forgot to upload months ago video. Sorry, I don't have it anymore. I didn't make it or come up with it. Someone actually sent it to me years and years and years ago. When we were talking about like liking Ayase and all that. Yeah, so that was actually all the comments. Unless there are comments that YouTube don't show me. Which some people have said that they left comments and they don't see them or anything, then that's probably it. Maybe you've put like something in a comment that the YouTube automatically like picks out, like, no, throw that away. Because I do remember, I think, that for a while there was a decent amount of reviews for the Hell for Review section. Right now there's none, but there used to be one called Likely Spam as well. And in that Likely Spam one, a lot of comments actually that weren't spam actually got put there. For example, if someone actually commented on like a decent amount of videos, even if it wasn't spam, their comment got put there. And it's like, come on YouTube, that is not spam. So I had to like reinstate those comments a lot. But that thing doesn't exist anymore. And YouTube haven't put it in someplace else. Like you just said, that function still works, but the channel person do not have control over it. YouTube have control over that section now. Apparently it was to make it easier for content creators. I don't think so. I think it's a way for YouTube to be able to control comments without. Yeah, I think that is the reason why YouTube want to control the comments section for as much as they can, and I wouldn't be surprised that in a couple more years, maybe YouTube will just remove the comment sections completely. And make it entirely like, or maybe make it so that you can only comment during the first few hours of a video. I don't know, like first few days, who knows. But I do think that the age of the comment section on YouTube is about to be removed in a few more years. Just judging by what they're doing for us creators. Like, I feel like I have less control over the comment sections right now. Like, yeah, like YouTube have taken over too much responsibility. But anyways, the year of positivity. I'm sure everything will be going okay in 2021.